I must admit that almost all of my most beautiful, memorable moments in youth was simply music, and especially chamber music. Since age 11, I've been playing non-stop chamber music for years and years. My brother plays the cello. My sister also played for a little bit, and as soon as I entered my high school, it was endless, also because I played the violin a lot. String quartets, piano trios, orchestras, singers, ensembles, all the time, even before I decided to be a professional musician. So I would really think that, I hope it is not a shame to admit that my youth was really chamber music, and my greatest friendships when I was younger was built upon music. I'm so grateful that today most of my colleagues and childhood friends have become notable conductors and violists and cellists and players. I'm very proud to have this upbringing. I was thinking last night that if I asked Steven Spielberg, what would you do if you are not a filmmaker? I wonder what he would say. And my answer would be, behind what we chose to be our career path, there must be some reason. For example, my reason is I love sharing. I love touching, digging into my own being and to share with my audiences and people around me some deeper truths about life that we can explore together. I would think that it would be the same for Steven Spielberg. So if I were not a pianist, there could be many possibilities. Maybe I would become a chef, an actor, a filmmaker, an economist, an academic, or even a banker. But I tend to think that it is the piano that has chosen me. And therefore, I stopped wondering what if, but I'm focused on what I can. There were two periods of my life I really had to ask the question, why piano? The first moment was when I was 13 to 15. The reason was I dropped the piano for 2 years in order to pursue playing the violin. But eventually I returned to the piano because I felt it was my true voice. I could embrace and execute and exercise my thinking of music as a whole on this instrument. It is my instrument. The second time I had to think why piano was 10 years later when I was 24 to 26. I had a little crisis thinking, why should one become a musician? And one day I had the answer, if I may. I was asking myself, what could I do every single day that could give the most meaning and purpose and influence the people around me and perhaps people I can reach? And I realized how silly I am. There's nothing more meaningful and deep than simply playing the piano every day. I hope you all don't mind if I have a special tribute to my teachers in a very special way. I always say that my first piano teacher, Miss Nancy Lu, showed me how to feel music. My second and longest piano teacher, Gabriel Kwok, Professor Kwok, he taught me how to play the piano. My teacher at Indiana University, Emil Naumov, he taught me how to think music. Then I had two further teachers when I was in London and Sweden. Professor Ronan Horer taught me how to see the bigger picture in music. Julia Mostonen-Dahlqvist taught me what is the required professionalism in playing the piano. And finally, my current mentor, Naum Grubert, at the Amsterdam Conservatory, he's a master of letting things go and building an artistic self. I'm very grateful for all of their guidance. I hope it is not an overstatement to say that the Liszt Utrecht competition has already in a way changed my life before the semifinals even started. In January, during the auditions, my stay in Amsterdam has brought me to think, wow, actually I can find a new home here. And in the last couple of months, I've decided to make a move here, and here's my new home in Amsterdam. Now we don't know what the future holds, but I envision myself to be in Central Europe in the next couple of years, while also maintaining my work as a director of some arts company in Hong Kong, to have different productions and CDs and recordings and promotions in different areas in the world. And I hope to continue to always make music from the bottom of my heart and to somewhat find an answer or a direction in my heart that's worthy to share with my audiences.